So tomorrow I have what I like to call an in-between hair appointment. This is my second time doing it, and it's not something I will always do, but, well, maybe I will. I don't know. Let's just put it this way. I have very thick hair, like 2 to 3 heads of hair on just my head, and it gets really thick. And we have really bad water. Even though I have a filter on our shower head, sometimes I just feel like I can never get my hair like clean. So what I did before, it was in January, before my husband and I went out of town, I went to her and I just had a good deep cleansing wash done. She blow dried and curled it so that I didn't even have to like wash it through the weekend. And so I'm going to be doing that again because we're going to be going to Vegas. So Friday morning, I will be seeing her. She'll do that same routine, a deep cleanse, and then, shampoo. I might have her trim my bangs a little and then a curl, and then spray a whole bunch of hairspray because from where we are to Las Vegas, the humidity or the weather, whatever, sometimes impacts my hair. And I don't want to lose the curls. But since tomorrow is hair appointment day, I want to pull out the money and take that with me. Okay, so she said it's going to be about $55. I have $60, so I will probably have to use a little bit of my own personal money because I like to tip. I like to tip at least 20%. So let's just say it's 55. So that would mean I would need $66. So I'm about $6 short. No big deal. I can just pull that from my personal money. So let me get this put into my wallet. So what I like to do is I keep my hair envelope in this binder. I don't take it out. Like, yes, I could do that, but I like to just keep it in this binder. And I use the envelope I have in my wallet that I have labeled as beauty. And that just kind of serves as a holder for, I could put wellness in there. I can put my hair. I could put makeup. It just really depends. So let's hop into my wallet. I do have a receipt from Spencer's. We're going to Vegas, so I did get a game to play with some of the friends that we're going with. I thought that might be nice. So let me go ahead and put this into my beauty envelope. These envelopes are available in my shop. This is like a mix of 2 collections that I thought complemented each other really well. And I add the vinyl, like if you guys want vinyl added to any cash envelopes, there is a add-on vinyl option in my shop that you just have to select. And then you pick the amount, like if you have under 12 envelopes, you pick that 1 to 12 option. If you have 13 I think to 23, you would pick that second, or 13 to 24, I can't remember now. So let's see, I have nothing in there. I'm going to pull out miscellaneous. Because we're going to Vegas, this wallet actually will not be going with me. So kids and miscellaneous, let me put those back in the essentials binder. So this is only going with me to my hair appointment. Since it's not going with me to Vegas and I won't be touching this wallet for a few days, I generally take out, like you can see, I've already taken out my cards. I take out what I need to put in like a little more of a smaller compact purse that I like to carry with me when I'm out and about. So let's go into my essentials binder. Okay, so let me put this 20 back into kids and this 20 back into miscellaneous. Oops. Okay. Actually, let me do something really quick. So I decided to take about $50 from my personal spending money last week. I rolled over $20 towards savings. I'm taking 50 with me, and I pulled a little bit of the cash from our winter envelope and from, was it winter and something else? There was another envelope I took to have some spending cash with us. I don't like to carry a lot of cash, but I'm definitely going to take a little bit just because I feel like cash sometimes is needed in Vegas. I don't know. So let me put these 10s into miscellaneous really quick. I just basically swapped that 20. I'm taking that 20. So in addition to, well, let's see. Let me go back to the beginning to my personal spending money. Ideally, I would roll this over to savings, but since we are going to be going away for the weekend, and honestly, I will wind up spending money anyways, I will take this with me. So I'm not going to roll this over to savings. I'm going to take this with me. But since these are really nice bills, what I do is I then swap them out in my little arsenal of nice bills and take like the ones that are not so nice to spend. And then these stay within my little, I basically have a Monopoly bank at home, right? Like I keep all the nice bills there. So I'm going to wind up taking this with us. So let's see, this would be 70. We know that. So let's see, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, and 10, 20, 30, 45, 50, 55. So 255. That's what we're going to take, if I counted that correctly, but I'll recount it. So that'll just be some like spending cash that we'll have on us. Probably more for like, if we're going to need to tip anyone, I like to tip in cash. And then if we do like, I don't know, like I know there's like an In-N-Out near the Strip, and I've been really into In-N-Out lately. I'm not sure why, but I just crave it. I do the number one with grilled onions and pickles, lettuce style, like protein style, and then, you know, the fries. So we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and add another 75, and this is going to stay in here until next week. So it will not be going with me to Vegas, and this will probably go towards our savings challenges. 6, 7, 8, and then 3 10s. Okay, so this should be 75, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 75. Perfect. Okay, then my husband, we're going to go ahead and add 100, 4, 5. And I realized as I was going through to make sure I had how much money I'm supposed to have for this cash stuffing that I completely forgot to add $20 for our water bill. So I'm just going to have to double up next time around. And then that's it in the essentials binder. Okay, let's hop into my high priority binder. If you watch my YouTube, but you don't necessarily follow me on Instagram, I labeled it, I think I put it Girl in Wonderland, all separate, as the listing title, but that collection is available. And also I created a new collection for savings challenges. I will have these boxes available. They are not right now. Like, well, I actually have like 3 of them, so I could technically offer it to 3 people. But memory game for savings challenges. So basically the classic game of memory you would play. And then once you find a match, that's how much you would save. So if you found this match, you don't have to save 40. You could simply save 20, or you could even do, because it's 2 cards, you could divide, 20 by 2 and save 10. You basically do it to fit your financial like situation. But I have it in this collection, which is the I think I called it Shimmer Bow. I'm not sure now at this point. I do have one that is a replication of my really popular savings challenges, the Wildflower and Farmers Market. So I have it in both of those styles as well. So let's cash stuff in my high priority. Oh, forgot to mention, we are cash stuffing $980 today. A little bit lower because what I did was $501. Yeah, 501. I know, sounds crazy, but that's just because we use a zero-based budget. I had to throw that dollar somewhere. But $501 is staying in my checking account because that's going to help pay for the hotel at Vegas. So I basically am incorporating that trip with using our March budget. So, okay, we're going to do vehicle maintenance. We are going to add $200. Okay, so let's see. So we have 500, 600, 700. We have 800 in the bank. I don't have 800 placeholders, so I've just been using 5s and 100s. And someone asked me, because they couldn't find these placeholders and the dragon one in my shop, but all my placeholders are in one listing. You then decide which pattern. And now I'm wondering, is that why those ones haven't been very popular? Because you can't really find them. So then I was thinking maybe I should create a whole separate listing for the fantasy placeholders. So I might be doing that. So 800, 900, 1,000, 20, 30, 40, 50, 54. So 1,054. And we want to get this to 2,000. So what I think I'm going to do, I heard someone say yesterday, it was the simple budget, that you should start with like one goal, finish that goal, and then start on the next one. So I have the home maintenance and the vehicle maintenance going at the same time. Both I need to get to 2,000. So what I think I'm going to do is, instead of cash stuffing for home maintenance, I'm going to pause that for right now and take whatever I was putting in there into this one and get this one to 2K right away. Get it into a high yield savings account and just put a fully funded, right? And then take whatever I was putting into this one and put it into home maintenance. I feel comfortable doing that. In home maintenance, we have $800. So for right now, even if I pause on this, if something were to happen, that's enough to cover what this is intended to cover. This is just home maintenance, not home emergency. We have $5K for home emergency in a high yield savings account. So I'm going to do that so that I can complete one and then focus on the other one. So vehicle registration, I'm going to go ahead and put $150 this time. I don't normally put this much, but again, I'm trying to get these like fully funded so it has longer to sit in a high yield savings account. Like this is not due until July. So if I can get this fully funded like in like March, beginning of April, it would have a couple months to sit there and earn interest. In fact, it would probably have like 3 months to sit there, because if I just use my checking account cushion to pay for it, I'll just wait till that date that I know interest hits, which is usually about the 13th of the month, and then I'll just transfer it to my checking account. So we have 500, 600, 730. And I think this might be enough. I'd have to do the math. This might be enough for the other two. We paid the Can-Am in February, and now it's just the other two vehicles. Roadside is fully funded, so we are not adding to that. Allstate, I'm not adding to. We are good, actually, on that one. Car insurance, nope, not adding. Car detailing, I'm not adding this time. And I'm not adding to Toothless. So let's move into home. So I was going to go ahead and put 200 this month. Just actually, yeah, that's what I, because I'm looking at my little chart. I'm adding 200 to make this 1,000. Okay. And then I will take that 200 I normally put in here and put it towards car and get that fully funded. So earthquake policy, that's going to get 60. We have 500 in the bank. And I think I just did a 50 and a 10. Okay. So we have 560 now. We need about 800, and that's not due until August. Home warranty, we're going to go ahead and put 75. So we did 50, 60, 75. So now we have 375, and I'm still waiting. I have to actually call. I'm not waiting. I reached out to their like chat one, and they said to call the resolution line or whatever because it's significantly increased. Like what I would be paying this year is almost the same amount I paid for the first year, and that first year had $150 like registration fee. That was like a one-time thing. So that's kind of crazy to me. So I need to follow up with them, because they told me what my amount would be for the next year since I didn't have to pay that registration fee again. And it's not accurate based on what they told me. So we're going to try to see if we can get them to fix that. And this now has 440 for pest control, and I think that's going to be enough. I'm going to call them because it's time to basically square away the next year. Like my first year that I paid for up front is coming to an end. And now that we're going to be heading into spring, I definitely want to make sure I purchase the next year, because where we live, we get a lot of critters that I don't necessarily want in my house or on my property. Ring alarm, that is fully funded. Septic, we are going to add $10. So now we have 44 in septic. Then yard maintenance, I don't think I'm doing that today. Yeah, I am doing home improvement though. That's in miscellaneous. I added this little bookmark that I got from the Aesthetic Dollar that says long term, because even though these are high priority, they're long term for me. Like I'm not in the rush to get them funded and fully funded right now. I did want to go ahead and start home improvement. These would be like upgrades that I want to do that are not necessarily a need. These are more wants, but I wanted to go ahead and get started by adding $20. All right, now let's do our 2 savings challenges that we are currently working on right now. I need to film my savings challenge video, like where I play games. I definitely have enough to play a few games and definitely make it fun. So let's see if River joins me this time. So we're going to go ahead and do 15. I think I was supposed to double up 2 this week, but I didn't. But it's no big deal because I can absolutely do that next week. And this savings challenge is for my shop as well, the 52 week. It is available. You can get it with or without the binder. If you get purple or pink, that's a corresponding matching binder if you choose to. Or you could just get the challenge and use your own binder. So I'm still having to fund this bonus, which I'm leaving that in there to remember that I need to do that. This week we're doing 35. So basically for these 2 challenges, the bookmark and the 52 week, I make sure that when I'm creating my monthly budget, these are included in it. So what I do when I'm creating my budget is I pull this out. I know that for March, I need to set aside $100 to fund this. The month before, what I do is scratch this off. So at the end of February, I scratch this off, and I'm going to try to fund that in the month of March. At the end of March, I'll scratch this off, and I will fund that in the month of April. And then I take a look here. So for example, here, I knew it's from 11 to week 15, and I was going to try to do 15 for each one. So that would be $75 that I need to incorporate into my budget. When I get here, I don't know if I'll do 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, right? 20, 40, 60, 80, that'd be 100, possibly. It might be. It kind of depends on what also I have to save for the bookmark challenge, because that fluctuates. Like February, we saved 80. March is 100. I think one of the months is like 60. So if it's on a lower month for the bookmark, I could probably wing it. So that's it for today's cash stuffing. This is what I have for savings challenges. So this is what I'm going to use to play some games. And I found when I was doing my cash condensing, 2 star notes. So those are going to go into my star note collection. So I'm excited about that. And then this money is going to go with me to Vegas. I just need to swap out some of those nice bills. And yeah, that's it. I'm super excited to go away. We don't normally go away with a couple that are our friends. So it's basically like a double date weekend, which I'm actually really looking forward to. This is not something we typically do. We usually just hang out with each other. Like I have, a couple really good girlfriends and that you know, are my ride or die, but we're generally just together. So I'm actually really excited to go hang out, and I'm happy that my husband is kind of like breaking out of his shell and doing this. And I know he's doing it for me. He specifically said, I'm doing this for you. But hey, it was his idea. It was his suggestion. So I really think that like means something, and like kudos to him. I'm super proud. So yeah, I don't know. But thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will catch you in the next video. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Bye.